Hey guys, Brix back with another LEGO Transformer review, and today we have a special request. We have one of my subscribers, very loyal, I believe their name is Agent MLP 412. They've been requesting for me to build a horse for probably months already, and sometimes I'll get requests and I'll knock them out because they're kind of easy. And I've tried. First I was kind of hesitant with the horse. It's like, why am I building a horse? But you know what? It's a challenge. I accept it, and it took me a while to get this done. You guys have been hearing me say throughout the end of some videos, I'm doing this horse, and here it is. I finally got it done to where I like it and it makes sense. The first version, the arms were kind of like wonky in the robot mode, but here we have it, and I'm going to call him Iron Steed. Let's check him out. Okay, so here we have LEGO Transformers Iron Steed, and I guess he'd be, kind of considered like a Beast Wars type of thing, maybe. He is an animal, and he does turn into a robot, but yeah, he doesn't really belong to any continuity, or, I don't know if he's a Decepticon or Autobot or Maximal or Predacon or anything like that, but he is a horse nonetheless. And yeah, I think it came out pretty good. So let's get into articulation in animal mode. We gotta zoom out a little bit here so I can bring this guy up. Alright, so in horse mode, of course, we have moving mouth, which is pretty dope. The neck does bend down a good bit, bends up probably about that far, and the head doesn't really turn just due to it being Lego and way too difficult to figure out. But the legs, of course, go all the way out. Got a nice knee bend, got a nice little ankle articulation right there. Very nice, very nice. All on ball joints. It's a little gappy in the front, but couldn't really figure out how to cover that up to where it wouldn't block the whole transformation. The tail, which is pretty dope, has a couple of points of articulation. Bends in like that. It's really connected to a ball joint right in there, so kind of just tucks away in there and hides out. The back legs, I guess, has knee bend. Not too much. I guess it could kind of go like that, a little bit right there at the hips, but it's more so for transformation and stuff. And also the same ankle articulation. It does have waist swivel a little bit, but it's kind of locked in right now, which is kind of weird because it shouldn't. Oh, it is locked in. All right, so that is interesting. I don't know if that's going to work now. I didn't even try to take it all the way into robot mode after the rebuild. All right, we'll see how far we can get with this then. Whew. All right. Matter of fact, yeah, I'll just do a little slippity slip, and that'll be fine. So let's get into transformation, right? All right, so first thing we're going to work on here is popping the tail off. I believe that should be right here. Matter of fact, what we're going to do is just fold up the little horse butt part right there. And then you can pop off the tail right there, and this will become like a battle axe type of weapon when in robot mode. So we're going to fold these out like so, and then get this guy situated there. I think I actually want to bend this and just fold that all the way in, tuck that in so it doesn't look crazy. Let's see if I can hold them right. I want to fold the leg around and down like that, and then rotate. Let's get that in a little bit more. Rotate at the knee, very similar to my Optimus Primal. And then we will be able to take the foot and flip it up like so. And that's kind of how one leg will look after we, of course, close that in a little bit. Very nice. Let's do that again on the other side real quick. Flip it around there, drop it, take it by the knee, rotate it at the knee, flip this in, foot out, and then get to the hip over here and just kind of slide that up and in like that. My arm's a little itchy. And then there we have the legs all done. Next part we're gonna do is I guess let's get the head out the way up here, and we're gonna get these arms out. Oh, first flip out the little crotch panel right there. Make sure you guys can see everything. And then wanna take the robot head in there, kind of just pick it up a little bit, just to kind of get things out the way. That's probably as far as that's gonna go for me. Can I go further? Try not to break anything here. Yeah, all right. So we want to push the arm out. Like so. And this guy is still in the way a little bit. There we go. Now we got that head out the way. We go bend the horse head forward. And this will all kind of bend at this joint, or this, yeah, that joint and that joint right there simultaneously. Get that fist out the way. And that's how that will come out. Like so, without this thing popping off. So let me just put that back on there real quick. Like so. And then we will rotate it at this little hinge part right there. It's one of my new favorite pieces. I guess it's better to show it at this angle with light and focus. All right. You get the arm out that way. Rotate it up so that the empty part of the brick is facing that way, because we're going to clip it onto that stud right there. As long as we can get everything nice and aligned. And that whole idea did take a little while to figure out. There we go. And that'll help secure things right there. Then we could take the arm, fold it out that way, take the forearm, flip it around, bring the elbow down, and bring the fist up. And there is one arm. That was my alarm. So the next thing, and I put this thing on silent and it's still, I don't know, real life stuff. So we do the other arm real quick, which happened a lot easier than the first. And then rotate it out. Rotate at the shoulder right there. Like so, make sure everything is nice and clear so you guys can see. And then rotate it up to connect it right there. And just kind of get things out the way a little bit. Oh no, what was that? Part of his head. Alright, so that's nice and secure. I'll put this back on once we get to the head anyway. So, just get the arm situated. Down there, rotate. Very nice. And then we got that far. So then we're gonna pick up the waist a little bit on the Technic pin and lock it back in like so. And then you'll be able to take this little piece back there and just flip it up, and that'll also help lock everything in. So there we have the robot so far. Looking pretty good. Alright, so next thing we're going to do is work on the horse head. Yeah, I should be able to do this without raising the camera. So what we're going to do is open up the neck. Let's bring the robot head down a little bit so we could get things nice and tight. Get your nail under there. Kind of wiggle things out like so. And what we're going to do is take the top of the horse's head and bend it in, or just fold it in, and it break. This was a difficult job, but I'm definitely with the challenge. Jesus. Alright, let's get everything back together again without destroying it. Alright. Make sure it's nice and tight. And it folds in. Like so. I thought it was supposed to go further than that. Kind of just check everything out here. Yeah, I have to rotate the gold cheeks upward a little bit. Alright, that should be good. The next thing that we're going to do is fold these back in. Guess maybe as far as I could go. Kind of lock everything in place. And then we're going to fold it inward like this. All kind of rotating on that center bar right there. Make sure everything is cleared. This probably might take a little time. So I definitely don't want anything to break. There we go. And that will rotate up. Make sure everything is still nice and tight. All of this should fold in. Make sure there's no other pieces in the way. This arm was in the way a little bit. There we go. Very nice. So that just flips all the way out, like just full round like that. And then the head could turn around. And he has half a head because a little bit of it fell off. But that's the full head reveal right there. So we got most of them done. And then we take the little horse legs back here. Flip them down so they're as flat as can be behind the back. So we rotate it all the way around up there. Get that down. Get that down. And this guy wants to jump up a little bit, so just gotta pull the pin out ever so slightly. There we go. And fold the feet in the back like that. And there we have Iron Steed in robot mode. Now, he does have a bit of a long neck, but that was the best case scenario because trust me, the way it looked before was really kind of weird. But I think this one looks a lot better. Before, in robot mode, his shoulders, his arms sat all the way up here, and it looked really bad, and that's the only reason why I didn't release him any sooner. Looked awesome in horse mode, but in robot mode, it just didn't make sense. So, this looks pretty good. The horse feet kind of act as heel spurs in the back, so that's pretty dope. So let's get to the tail, which becomes the battle axe, which pretty much is just folded down, make it look representable, and there is his battle axe. You could also probably like lift them up too, but I like him down like this. Looks more like an actual axe. Make sure everything is centered, and then you could just put that in his hand right there, ready to wield. Nice. So let's raise him up, get him nice and center stage. Oh, it's a little too close. There you go. And do a nice little final spin. Iron Steed in robot mode. Nice. I think this guy came out pretty good. I mean, as much as I've worked on him, he should come out good. I might still come out with like a version 2 at some point, but it won't be forward till like maybe sometime later in the year. Because I just kind of want to get rid of the gappiness a little bit. Maybe I could put some panels that fold in or something like that. But I think he came out pretty nice. Let's do some size comparisons, right? So let's set that guy to the side. And who do we have? Let's see, we got pretty much my new standard Optimus Prime right here. So he definitely towers way above Optimus. Even Optimus is looking up like, wow. So let's see if we can get our Optimus Primal out here. Let's see, take him from the back right there. And get him hanging out with Iron Steed right there. And Optimus Primal's a big guy, you know, so, you know, even this, you know, he still towers over pretty much most of my Transformers, or at least all of them that I have built right now. So, got all that. So I guess we could get into articulation, because it's not often that you guys are going to see me make a horse transformer. So let's zoom back out and get into some articulation. Pretty much similar to like my Optimus Primal. His legs will pretty much go up that far. Got a more than a 90-degree bend right there. Got some ankle tilt right there, which is pretty dope. The little horse foot could pretty much same articulation to kind of help with more dynamic posing. Waist, not so much because it's kind of locked in, but you could just pop the Technic pin out if you really wanted to, you know, get some bend or anything like that, some waist swivel. Shoulders, pretty much do a full 360, get out about that far. It could have a, what is it called, losing my words, elbow, double elbow joint. If you get the Nixel pin pointed forward, then you could kind of get the double bend right there. But just for it to look normal, in most cases, I'll leave it pointed down, and then he'll bend it up like that. For the wrist, got a Travis brick on a Mixel pin right there, so you get full range with that. Up, down, left, right, full rotation around and all that. The head is on a T joint, so it could look down pretty much all the way. Based on the angle, it could look up a fair bit. Full 360 with that. And yeah, that is it for Iron Steed. I kind of like the way how the back of the horse neck becomes the back in robot mode. See if I can get some light on that. So I thought that was kind of cool how like the hair on the back of the neck kind of becomes like back spikes or something. Alright. Too close. Good enough right there. So this is BX Brix, thanking you guys once again for liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, all that wonderful stuff, because that wonderful stuff is what leads to guys like Iron Steed right here. So I definitely appreciate it. I got a lot of videos on the way, and once again I'll be working on Brick Fair all the way up to August, so I'll probably just be releasing videos for stuff that I've already built that I had, ready for Brick Fest earlier this year. But do keep requesting stuff. I'll get to as much as I can, and try to keep you updated with progress reports through my Instagram and Facebook. And if you don't have social media, because I know some of you guys are probably sworn off of social media, you don't do any of that stuff, or you might be too young for it. Maybe your parents don't want you to have it. But I do have pretty much my whole Instagram feed on my website at brixmediastudios.com. If you guys are interested in instructions for Iron Steed, please comment below or email me at bxbrix1@gmail.com. I don't know if I'm going to sell it or not. It might be free. I don't know yet. I haven't really figured that out. It is kind of like a request, so I might make it free. But if you guys want to see instructions for that, I'll probably put it up on my website for free, and we'll see how that goes. So until next time, guys, peace.